Unlike some viewers would like to think, this video is not a negative racial slur against any Chinese speakers or Chinese people or any individual that happens to speak Chinese as a first language, second language, or any other language fluently. I thought that was clear, but then again, this is the internet. G'day mates, how you going? My name's Nate the Aussie. Now, if you are here, you are probably here for a continuation of more Why Chinese is Silly videos. Or, possibly, you just saw this video and you thought it was interesting and clicked on it. Either way, whichever one, welcome. I really hope you enjoy this next part of Why Chinese is Silly. Now, please remember, I am not making any racial slurs against anyone who speaks Chinese. This video is made in pure fun. Please remember this. Ooh, those mic levels were peaking. Okay, note to self, sit back further from the microphone. Multiple meanings insinuated by one word. For example, in Chinese there is a word called 多. Now 多 literally means many, such as 很多人, very many people. But for some reason it can also mean how. Now how usually in Chinese is 怎么. But in this case, if you say how and next to the word long, for example 久, long as in time, if you say 多久, it means how long. So 多 means how? No, it means many. Okay, so 多久 means many long, right? No, it means how long. But is it how in Chinese 怎么? And if so, how would you use that then? Well, you can say 怎么可能, which means how is that possible? So if 多 can mean how, can I say 多可能? No, doesn't make sense. Dangerous words. Now, if you've seen part 1, then you might notice that this issue is somehow connected to the tones. Two words can have the same pronunciation, but have different tones, and it's just that tone, and it can make it seem very, not just a very different meaning, but also a possibly very hugely wrong meaning from the one that you wanted to express. When I was back in high school, actually, one of my friends wanted to practice his Chinese, and we learned the word 问题. Now, 问, in this case, means ask, because 问题means question. And it can also mean problem, which is a whole other issue of many meanings of one word, but generally speaking, 问 means ask. Now, he wanted to say 我想要问你, which means I want to ask you, blah, 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 etc., etc. But instead of saying 问, he said 问. So instead of saying 我想要问你, he said 我想要吻你. And he said this sentence to the teacher. And that's not the only problem. 喂，你在干什么？我做我的作业. Oh yeah, so 干 means do. Oh yeah, 干. Say what? Two ways to say two. No, I'm not joking. I'm being serious. What? Oh, that doesn't make sense. You want to know how it works? Okay, I'll explain. When you are counting in Chinese, or just saying individual numbers on their own, 2 is 二. But if you are counting specific things, such as people, cars, boats, songs, etc., it is 两. And you know the most ridiculous thing? No other number in Chinese has stuff like this. It is only 2 that has 2 ways of saying itself. Why is that? It just makes sense. That doesn't make sense. It just makes sense. That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Measure words. When you're counting objects in English, you can say 3 horses, 4 tables, 1 person, 3 ducks, 5 houses, 6 songs, those kinds of things. In Chinese, you cannot just say the number, then the object. You have to have a measure word. Now, every different kind of object has its own measure word. 个 is for round things, or usually used for people. 只 is used for measuring things like duck. 手 is the measure word for song, as in music. And so on and so on and so on. You have to say 一个人, 两个人. For songs, you have to say 一首歌, 两首歌. I mean, imagine if we had to do that kind of thing in English. Okay, I have on my table, 1 blah phone, one sha of headphones, 1 fled of hat. Alright, That's enough of that, alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It certainly was fun for me to make, and as I said before, this is all just made in good fun. There are things about the Chinese language that I like. I can make a video about that if you like, if you want as well. I honestly don't mind. This series is just only focusing on the things that I found annoying when I was learning Chinese, or still find annoying sometimes every now and then. So if you want me to keep making more in this series, or if you want me to make a different kind of video on Chinese, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I do read those comments, I do pay attention to them, so definitely let me know in the comments. But until then, I will see you mates in the next video. Bye bye! 再见! Bye bye! Bye bye!